I love gold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to all of this that we're doing here. I wanted to get together and actually show you guys a bit of a video that I did. It's a bit of a kind of... I wanted to just kind of break down the way that I played in this game to actually just straight up win the game by just focusing on really putting one of my laners ahead. And that's all you really need to do when you're, especially when you're in the jungle, is just focusing on one player to actually just get you to that next level. So in this game, I decided that I took a look at like op.gg's as the game was loading, and I realized that the best person to actually focus on was getting my Sylas ahead. If Sylas can get ahead, then we don't have to worry about Yasuo being in there. We can really just get the Sylas kind of like unloaded, get him going. It's no problem there. So I decide I'm going into the bot lane, bot side here, and I'm getting the actual camps going and everything like that. So that's good. And I know I'll get 3 off of that. So what I do, I'm going to pause it right here for a second. What I do here is I realize, I'm like, all right, I got 3. I have all of my abilities. I have my Q, I have my W, and I have my E. And the big thing is, Sylas is actually a melee champion, which would actually put me in a winning position there. He is going to be... because he's actually melee, I'm able to use my E off of him. He's able to stack up that E. We're able to get, a stun off, all of that. The amount of CC, even just level 2, I would say, that Sejuani has is just crazy. So just watch what happens here as I go in and actually, I realize that the Yasuo is pushing. You guys can see down here, the Yasuo is pushing a bit, and yeah, we'll just see what happens here. So let's see, we go in here, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna Q flash. I'm gonna get that guaranteed knock up there. That way he can't E through me to get back to get kind of get on the other side of me. He can't flash. I have to just cause him to not be able to do anything. Let's go back just here, just one little bit here. Oh jeez, that's horrible. Okay, all right. So we go back here, and yeah, as you see, I just honestly I'm able to completely go in and just watch here. I Q flash, and I am just on top of him. He can't do anything. He can't dash. He can't flash. There's nothing he can do. So I'm able to just take it, and I'm able to just make it work. So I say, all right, I'm gonna go take top lane, or my top, camps and everything like that. I'm gonna go figure that out. I'm like, all right, I should have my smite up here, take care of this, and get out of here just to, just to keep rolling, keep moving. And I'm like, I could really go back mid. Look at the way they're pushing, but I should cover the top here, see what's going on. All right, we took it. Awesome. We got that out of the way. But while I'm coming mid here, I'm like, you know what? I see that the Sylas is actually pushing, and he's able to he's getting stuff going here. He really is, doing something where he's coming down here, and he's about to take out the Zed once, or not his name is Zed, the Yasuo here. He's going to take him out. So I decide I'm gonna go mid once again. So I say, you know what? Let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. He already took out the Yasuo. There was no problem. I was good, but I was focusing on being there. So I say, all right, well, I top scuttle I already got. Bottom scuttle, that's what I need to do. That's my next mission here. Get that, then I have vision of both jungles. I'll be able to know where this Xin Zhao is right here. But as you guys can see, I can already see him on the map, so I know where he is. Real quick, smite that, and I go back mid. I'm like, you know what? We had this ward here. Was like, he's coming this way. We see him walking. We gotta go in here. We'll get a stun. We'll get stuff going. Yes, my Sylas is a little, he has a little bit less mana than I would really want here. But I'm full health, full mana. I'm good to go. If we can keep pushing this Silas ahead, it's just going to be so much better, and I'm going to be able to actually get things rolling as we go forward. So I see him on this ward, and I say, you know what? We're just going in. We're going here. I miss my Q, yeah, but we just get that stun because it's a real quick throw my W. We get 2 autos. Boom, he's done. Like, he just gets killed. And now right here, I'm like, oh no, did we bite off more than we could chew? Because that Yasuo used his ignite. The Silas can't heal now with his passive there. So let's try to see, you know, I'm like, I'm taking him out. I gotta take him. I gotta stun him here. Hit him with that E. He's stunned. He can't now chase. He has to fight me. Silas is away. He's not able to do anything. So I'm like, I'm just gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him down. I literally have more, like, in this moment, I feel like I have actually more damage than him. All he has is a Doran's Blade and a dagger. He's gonna hit me more often, but I'm a tankier boy right here. I have red buff. That's it. So real quick, we get that sliver of mana left for the Silas, and the Silas is able to come in, help me out just enough, and I heal off of Triumph, get some gold. We're good to go. Now this Yasuo's 0-3. We're kicking ass. So I say, all right, perfect. We'll see. We can get, you know, we probably can get Dragon here, all this, but nah. Let's keep going. We'll move around. We'll take our bottom side again, you know. And then I realize, well, there's fighting going on mid lane. On the map, you can see stuff's going on. And I was thinking, if I was gonna be anybody, if I was gonna be that Xin Shao there, I was gonna say, you know what? He's gonna be coming in here. He's gonna be taking, like, he's gonna see that he just was coming back, like, he's gonna gank him, so I have to be here to counter gank. And that's exactly what we do. We take care of it, and watch. Just right here, I noticed right there. I'm like, there's nothing he can do right here. There's nothing, like, the only place he can walk is right where he is right now. It's the only way he can go. If he goes the other way, I still, like, we chase him down, we take him out. He's closer to this side, to being right here, than he was, you know, if he was going to go over this way, anything, it just was not enough. Like, he wasn't going to be able to make it out one way or the other. So I decided, all right, we're going in, throwing my, you know, I get the E down, he's stunned, and we just take him out. And then I hit him with the little emote spam, you know, that's what you got to do. You got to get in their heads, you got to just make them, you know, be like, how do I even deal with this guy? Like, what am I going to do? Like, you got to let them know that, like, you're going to be here to stay. Like, now, their mid laners 0-2, their junglers, or their mid laners 0-3, their junglers 0-2. Look at us. Like, we're shooting head. We're great. So I'm like, all right, gotta go back, gotta take the rest of my topside camps here, so I can get the, you know, they're gonna be slightly off on the timers there, but I said, you know what, let's get those, get them timed out. I'll back, take my topside camps, and I'm gonna go from top to bot here, or like top to mid, really. But then I realize, you know what's up here is these Void Mites, and I'm thinking, because if I look at the teams here, I see we have in our top lane over here. I know it's a little backwards in my side, but in our top side we have a Tryndamere. Tryndamere is going to be wanting to kind of, you know, side lane farm, all that different stuff. We're gonna have a Silas who probably could side lane. You know, as we get off, you know, there he has TP. Why not? But I don't want this. You know, I don't want this Mordekaiser here to be able to side lane. So I'm like, I'm going to take, you know, these 3 grubs here, and I'm going to take them out. We're going to be good to go. Now, actually, this is all messed up here. It already says 6 up here, but these are the first 3. So, that's kind of an issue with, like, the client and stuff like that. When you record, if you go past it, then come back, it still, for whatever reason, says that you have 6. But I'm like, you know what? We'll get these. We'll take them out. We're good to go. We had push top. Oh no, it reset to 1. That's okay, cool, awesome. But I say, all right, we have the push there. I'm able to take this completely safely, and we're good to go. So then I'm like, all right, well, we take the top scuttle again, and I'm gonna probably try to head for bot or for mid lane again. I say, you know what? Let's just take this out. We'll throw him up the little spam gank there, or the what is it the camping. Throw up a little camping emote. Just be like, hey, I'm camping you, and he understands it. Obviously, he throws up the same one. But right here, I have my ult. I don't know if the Yasuo has wind wall or not, but I find myself a lot of times when I'm playing Sejuani, I Q and ult at the same time. It's a very you can hide your ult in your Q animation, which is great. It's something you can do. It's no problem. People can't really tell, but it's very people have done it so often, and I do it so often that I realize that I kind of even just show that I'm going to be ulting by queuing forward, and they just immediately go, "Oh, he's ulting right now," and I know that is something that I need to be working on. So what I do in here instead, actually, is I just ult. I just say, "All right, fuck it." He could have easily blocked it with his wind wall, but I don't think he expected it to come. He was kind of, we were kind of doing a little bit of what was that, the back and forth. We're kind of just like if you're gonna who's gonna jump first type of deal. So I'm just glad to see that was able to hit that, and then watch just the follow, just constantly he ults. Yeah, sure, but we just have so much CC that he's just dead immediately. He gets knocked up. He throws his ult or his Q there, hits his ult. He's able to do damage, sure, but then we take him out. I heal up. We're good to go. We're no problem. I get drag, or at least I want to get drag. This whole time, I know I've been sitting here going, "Come on, just give us want to get drag, but I need to gank. But I want to get drag, but I need to gank." And I just can't figure out. Bot lane is pushing too far, or is not being, they're being pushed in and all that. But then it's weird because I'm like, I can't just leave all this. It's a sunk cost, at this point. I'm sitting here and I'm put so much into this Sylas. Well, I can't just let the Sylas die, so I have to babysit the Sylas. But I don't think he needs babysitting, so I don't know why my brain's thinking that. But I do see that he has the Yasuo ult here, and I'm like, if I can hit a Q, I'm good to go. If I can hit a Q, knock up, he's able to. I know he's able to set up his own with his. I think with his E, he's able to knock up and get a good kill there. But I'm like, if I can help him out, awesome. Get him rolling. Now I was sitting here for a little bit, didn't realize there was a ward there. I didn't have my red trinket yet, so I was like, all right, well, I didn't realize he saw me, but I was like, maybe he just knew, or he was thinking it, whatever. So I'll just leave him alone. But right here, I'm like, you know what? Let's get dragon. Finally, why don't we get dragon? And this is the moment where it all changes here. So I'm like, let's get these. I'm a little low on health. And I take all of the honey fruit from our Sylas here. And the Sylas doesn't have mana. Look at him. He has 20 or 40, maybe 80 mana. Not much. And he doesn't have any mana regen. I don't think Aether Wisp was a mana regen. But, so he's barely, he's doing nothing. So I'm like, alright, well, let me just do this. We'll get the dragon. No problem. I'll be able to, I'll be able to get it. We won't be able to, they're not going to steal it. Why would, I have faith that I can take it. There's no problem there. So then right here happens, we get the dragon, no problem. Comes through here, we get the MF ult, which is great zoning, great all that. But, as you can see here, our Sylas, what we put all of our eggs into that basket, just gets blown up. He dies here, and it's not good, because in this moment we have lost one of our tanks, who, Initiator is able to do, keep them kind of locked in. And now we've lost our main carry. He was 5-0 at this point. So I'm sitting here, and that's me getting taken advantage over here. and is not going well. So we say, all right, well, we're gonna take out the Yasuo again because he's now 0-5. Why not, right? But unfortunately, we're not able to get anything else going, and it's just we die. And honestly, it's because we stayed there for too long. And that's something I think I said in game at that time. I was like, yeah, we just stayed there too long. It's not good. We were just too far. Like we just kept going. If I'd given those honey fruits probably to the Silas, I would have been like we would have been a lot better. He just had no mana. He wasn't able to get anything kind of going because he had to sit there and just auto. And like that's it. So, I realized as we're as I look back, yeah, I messed up there. It was not good. So I say, all right, we've calmed down. I forget what I was waiting on here. Maybe I was typing or something. Oh, I must have been typing. I was like, I don't remember what happened. But I go, all right, let's do again, top to bot, or top to mid even. But perfect, we'll take this out, we'll go here, and we'll kind of set up for another gank on the mid lane. Gonna hit this, I'm like, all right, take that out, good to go. And I see all this happening with the, Tryndamere, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I can see that he's at low health. I tried to ult. I miss him, actually. Flash, be able to get that in. Probably didn't need to flash. I think I was just, like, overwhelmed because of the last fight and all that different stuff. Wasn't necessarily, I'd say, tilted or anything like that, but I was like, well, I gotta make something happen. We had all this momentum. What are we doing now? Kind of a thing. So, I'm like, alright. Now we're gonna be able to come in. We're gonna take out this... There's Mordekaiser, sure, let's do it. Let's go in here. And unfortunately, there's just not... We don't have enough health. Like, I have more health than both of these guys. But my my team together has maybe... What is that? 400 health altogether through them. And I have, like, what is it? Like, 1,500 or something like that? It's crazy. So they just get taken out. I'm able to take out one. I'm almost able to take out two, and then I realized, oh, no, nope. I was like, this is not a good idea. If I get an isolated Q damage right there, that if he hits me with that isolated Q, I'm dead. Like, he crits me, and I'm just gone. So I say, all right, back out, and that's restraint right there. That is something that I say, all right, if I'm gonna be done, I'm gonna back out. But then, of course, I see Silas come in. He might be able to... Nope, and I just back out. I just say, I'm done with this. Get out of here. Go back to the base. And then I realize it's time for more Void Mites. So I say, all right, we got it. We got to keep stuff going. We got to keep the ball rolling. We got to keep moving from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. So let's go get the Void Mites and get the 6 of them so that we can actually get the little like grub spawns or whatever when we're tanking their turrets here. But then I say, let's take mid, let's deal the damage there, and just, like, because you have to make something happen, and then just translate it into something else. So we say, alright, perfect. We'll take a kill, get right in here, we're good to go. So I'm able to boom, 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 easily get the 6, and honestly have no issue here. Now this right here is an interesting little play that happens. As after I take this here, I do see that the Xin Zhao is coming through. I see him right now, and I Q over the wall to be like, nope, getting away from that. And I just say, you know what? We could go mid, or we could go top here. We could get him. I know we have a brush there. I'm like, good to go. Let's just take this Mordekaiser out. He's 1-1. Yes, he's low on farm, but like, if he gets ahead and he gets rolling, it's just going to be not a good idea. It's not going to be a good, it's not going to be fun if that happens there. So we say, all right, jump on in, take him out, get the E, have him hit his E, and you're good to go. Now I'm like, wow, look at that. Look how the timing worked there. Got the 6th grub just seconds before the actual Rift Herald spawned, and I'm just immediately like, alright, cool. Let's ward up there so that I know if he's coming. Take the Herald. Immediately, we're good to go. This shouldn't be any issue. Then I realize, oh no. They're coming! They're coming! Oh jeez, but we're stronger, right? we have we're in a stronger position. We are looking to fight here, so I say, all right, you know what? We'll get in. I'll kind of keep an eye on the health of um the Herald there. We do lose again. Our Silas, I probably could have played that a little bit better, try to protect the Silas a little, but I was kind of focused on the Herald. I didn't want them to get it, because I think, was it at this time? Not yet. Okay, so at some point they do get the actual bounty and everything like that, but I just don't want them to get this. We're rolling, like I said, we just keep going. I want to just get this and keep just shoving it down their throat, and we should just win here. So I say, that kind of sucks, but I'm able to hit my E here. Perfect. I see the TP coming in, but I'm like, I can take this out. I know I can hit the smite. I get that, and then I get baited here. If you guys look at the minimap, I have my Q up in 0.7 seconds here, in the bottom right here, 0.7 seconds, and I'm like, I can get out. I'm gonna walk to the back here. He just uses Q. Or his pullback. So I know he doesn't have it. I could go over to the wall here and just Q out over the wall and be out of here, no problem. But this is why, if you're under gold, don't listen to anything your teammates say when they try to be like, oh, we should go for this guy. We should go for this guy. If you have a bad feeling about it. Because in this moment, I was like, I have a bad feeling. I need to get out. I just got the Herald. Take the win. Release, right? 4 hours of jungling there. Release. Just release him. And say, alright, we're gone. We're gone. We're out of here. You guys, yes, you did good damage to me. I'm leaving. See ya. But instead, watch the you could see the Tryndamere pings. He's like, help me, help me, help me. He wanted to kill the Xin Zhao. I'm stuck dealing with the Mordekaiser, and it's not going well. Like, honestly, it's not going well. So I'm like, I gotta get out of here. My Q's up. I gotta try to, I'm gonna Q into him. Stun him up. We can get a quick stun off him. Maybe we can take him out. But then he ults me, and I'm in his world here, and I just die because I have very little mana, or not mana, but MR here. I have Merc Treads and a what's this thing called? The Null Magic Mantle, and I'm like, oh, this is not great. I'm not able to do anything, and I'm pretty sure I just gave up a bit of of gold there. So I was like, crap. So I think he does not get out. He just kind of gave it up, but he had a shutdown. I wouldn't have given it up so easily. I would have backed off and just said, you know what? That's part of what we have to do too with that releasing, is actually getting, if you have a bounty on your head, get out of there. Don't give over that free gold. That's free stuff for them to win against you, and not, you're just good to go at that point. Just get out of there. You don't want to give them that gold. So I realized, I'm like, oh, bot lane's getting kind of pushed in, but Dragon is up. Let's take the stuff bot side, see what we can do here. I did see them, I think, on Dragon. I knew they were on Dragon. I think I saw them somewhere. I think I saw the Xin Zhao walking that way at least. And then this moment, so I'm gonna kind of play this a little bit slow. I think I do slow it down here. But he smites me right here. I just got smited, and he's doing Dragon. Now, yes, he had the 15 second, he had 2 smites on him, so the 15 seconds in between. But that's still not good. That's not a good thing to just be like, oh yeah, let's just waste smite before Dragon, because it just doesn't make any, it really doesn't make any sense. So I see him smite me, and I just go, wait a second. And I just go in on him. And I'm like, this isn't, what are we doing here? We're able to get that kill here, and we say, alright, well, let's take him out. That was a weird thing, too. The fact that I just got bounced back over the wall from queuing him, because I clearly didn't have enough space to, occupy that same position. But watch right here. As he's hiding in the alcove, I go to Q over, I hit him, and I bounce back over the side of the wall. Because it would have put me in the wall. So the game was just like, sorry, you're back over here. Which honestly sucked because I could have, like, we should have just killed him 3-4 seconds earlier. If I'm able to be on that side. But we get him, we say, alright, well, Dragon's free at this point. You just go in, take drag, and you're good to go. Like, that's literally how this early game kind of goes. You don't have to sit there and you don't have to, like, just make the game go kind of crazy or anything like that. You just have to play against one lane. You have to play with one lane to just get them ahead and keep it rolling. This game went very easily after this. We were able to get on top of the Caitlyn in fights here, and it was smooth sailing at this point. Like, it just was good to go. I dropped Herald mid, we were able to take mid, just rolling. Like, it was good. So that's all you have to do, guys. Take one single lane as a jungler and just focus on that guy. Just say, that's the person I'm going to gank constantly, whether it's I'm going to gank against this guy or I'm going to gank for him, you know, to get him ahead, or I'm just going to, like, I want to tilt the Yasuo, or I want to tilt the Master Yi, or I want to tilt whatever. If you can kind of tell someone has a little bit of an ego, if they're acting a little bit in, like, pre-game chat or anything like that, you're able to kind of almost, like, socially maneuver and figure out, this is the moment I need to go in, take this guy by the hand and help him out. So that's just my thought, guys. Like, this was all like a little, like, class for you guys. The perfect way to get ahead in the game and just win, like, easily. You even saw, like, when I messed up too. I'm not gonna give you one of these videos where I'm just gonna be like, I did everything right, everything's great. No, we stayed too long. We got baited. We went in when we shouldn't have. It happens. It's really what happens in games. So you just take a moment, you step back, and you remember the 4 R's that we said before. Go watch that video if you haven't already. The rake, reap, release, and what's the other one? Oh jeez, I can't remember the last R. Regardless, you do that. You just remember all those. You back off and you just say, all right, we got this dragon. Good to go. We got this herald. Good to go. That's all you got to do. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, all of that. And I will see you guys in the next one.